What's up, MMA fans around the world, and welcome to JM Octagon, where we talk about everything mixed martial arts. Now, last weekend was packed, filled with crazy events. UFC had an event where Lemos took on Jessica Andrade head on, and man, was it a fight. The fight ended in round one via arm triangle in favor of Jessica Andrade. Jessica Andrade just made it look so easy to beat Amanda Lemos. And remember, Amanda Lemos has got a crazy record of 11-2-1. But if you thought UFC had it all, wait till you hear about Bellator 279. This was the craziest card I've ever seen in Bellator. Man, it was back and forth cards, you know, knockouts, unanimous decisions, and the fight of the night definitely goes to Cris Cyborg versus Aline Blancowe, in my opinion. That card was insane, and by just saying, I think there could have been no worthy opponent for Cris Cyborg than Aline Blencowe. She performed, and man, she has a heart and a half. She kept, getting dropped, getting punched, and the fight still had to go 5 rounds. Now, she also had her strikes of her own, and stunned Cris Cyborg a few, staggered her with punches. She really put on a show, but man, Aline Blancowe has got a chin, and that got tested yesterday. Hit several times, staggered, dropped, but man, she kept on going. Man, what a fight. So last weekend was just packed, but just to bring it back to the house so that we can talk about each and everything that went on. Some of the fights that really stood out to me: Yancy Medeiros versus Emmanuel Sanchez. Man, this fight was so crazy. Yancy Medeiros fully relied on his grappling, fully relied on his jiu-jitsu, fully relied on his submission, while Emmanuel Sanchez wanted to keep it, standing. Strike. If you're a man, bring it on. Let's do mano a mano. But man, Yancy Medeiros figured out that if I can't beat you on feet, then I have to come up with something creative. I have to make things work for me, and that is where skills, octagon experience now beats skills. I mean, you can have great jiu-jitsu, great striking skills, you can have great grappling skills, but sometimes that amount in the cage, that amount of time spent in the cage gives you a different lesson from, just what you're learning from the gym. So Yancy Medeiros did all he could to get a unanimous decision. So it came via grappling, and that is what worked for him. Another fight that really impressed me. Man, if you missed the first, you have to go watch it. That was Kyoji Horikuchi versus Patchy. This was an insane fight. Patchy fully relied on his grappling. Kyoji Horikuchi fully wanted to keep it standing because nobody else moves like Horikuchi. On the feet, he can dance, he can swing, he can strike, he can sting you from all angles, move, circle the octagon. I don't know, but I would like to get an analysis. I would like to get the total number of kilometers that Horikuchi covers in a 3-minute fight, or a 5-minute 5 round in that case. I would like to know, because this dude can run, this dude can sprint, and he never seems to get tired. He keeps on jumping, takes angles. You strike here, he's already over there. He comes back, spins, hits you with something crazy. Now, Patchy could not handle that. He was like, man, this guy is so slippery. I can't really put my hand on him, so I'm going to do something crazy. I'm just gonna grab him and jump on his back right away. And that is what worked for Patchy Mix. So, Patchy Mix did what he could to win via unanimous decision. Unfortunately for Kyoji Horikuchi, because he went toe to toe with Petty's brother, the current champ, a fight that he was clearly winning. He was giving Petty's hard time on the foot. He could strike. He could strike, move around, and Pettis couldn't really put a hand on him very well. But after Patchy seeing how fluid Horiguchi was with his movement, he was circling the octagon, he is here, he's over there, oops, he just beats you and, takes off. He couldn't really pin him down. So he goes on his back, he grabs his back, takes him down, let's just I'm gonna choke you out. And that is basically all that Patchy had to do to win that fight. That was a super exciting fight. For those of you who missed it, please go watch it again. Now then we go to the main co-main event. That was Yuan Aculator versus Rufon Stotts. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing those names right. Please bear with me, and of course, bearers of the name, if I pronounce your name wrong, please forgive me for doing that. Yuan Aculator did all he could to make this fight go his way. He was fast, he was good at striking, accuracy was there, he could sting Stotts several times, and man, something that Stott had planned before was the head strike. That is what all that it took. One kick, and Yuan was dazed and on the ground and couldn't figure out what was going on. But this is how it all started. Rufon Stott keep going to the body, keep going to the legs, keep touching and touching, until Yuan Aculator was very comfortable knowing that, this guy is not going on upstairs, so I'm just gonna drop my hands, I'm gonna defend my body, I'm gonna go low, I'm gonna keep my hands from any body strikes, because this guy is really good with body strikes. Now that is the point when things went down, when Aculator could not take his hand up in time. At first I thought it was a leg kick. I thought it was a head kick that Stotts threw, but that was not the case. It was actually a knee, and from the angle of the camera, it seems like it really didn't hit flush. It didn't land clean. It just glazed him a bit, and that is what took Yuan Aculator down. Man, imagine if that was a clean kick that landed flush to the dome. It could have been a different story. But glad that both fighters are all doing great. Glad that they're Yuan Aculator still got his faculties back and was there to congratulate Stotts for amazing performance. Last night was insane. Now then we go to Aline Blancowe versus Cris Cyborg. Man, that fight was insane. Like I said, Aline got a chin, and that chin was tested yesterday. Man, if you missed that, please go. And at this point, at this stage, I believe that if Cris Cyborg was to take the fight with Amanda Nunes, if Cris Cyborg was to take the fight with Amanda Nunes today, at present, as I'm talking, Cris Cyborg is winning easily. She's got the strike, and I don't think Amanda Nunes can hang again with her the same way after seeing her performance against with Juliana Pena. That was insane. But if Cris Cyborg can take that fight again today, that's an easy money for Cris Cyborg. But man, Aline Blancowe has got a heart and a half. She's got a chin and a half, and there could have been no tougher opponent for Cris Cyborg than Aline Blancowe. she did all she could. So props to her. The only, one of the very rare women to hang 5 minutes with Cris Cyborg. Oh man, that was crazy. What a fight that was. For those of you who missed it, please go and check it out. Now let's roll real quick to UFC. UFC card wasn't that bad. It was good. Some of the predictions that I made happened exactly the way they were. However, the very last minute, I changed my mind. On the Charles Jourdain fight versus Lando Venata. That was a crazy fight. I thought Lando Venata was going to win at the beginning until the weigh-ins, and I saw how beat he was with the weight cut. Now, weight cut is a very crazy, insane idea, and I believe that if a fighter can't really make weight in one class, he should move up. And I think Lando Venata is at that point where he should be fighting, at a higher weight class than the area that he fought in. No disrespect, it's just the reality. Weight cuts can really take a lot out of you, because think about it, you have to rehydrate. You have to rehydrate in less than 48 hours before you fight. That's crazy, after drawing all the fluids out of your body. It's insane. It takes a lot out of you, and even if you were to regain all the water and the fluids that you lost, you can't really perform the same level because a lot has been taken out of you. It takes a lot to cut weight. So Lando Venata, I think he should move to the next weight class where he can really, his natural weight class, where he can perform and hang out and bang with the baddest, people in that class. Congratulations to Charles Jourdain, who finished the fight in round 1 in just 2 minutes 32 seconds. That was crazy. Of course, it was through a guillotine choke, which was, once Jourdain puts you in a guillotine, it's really hard to get out of that. Another fight that UFC had, of course, Maycee Barber versus Montana De La Rosa. Maycee Barber is just good, skilled all over. She made it at 30-27, 30-27, and 30-27. Like, that's how dominant she was against De La Rosa. Montana did her best. Montana did all she could, but the night belonged to Maycee Barber. Now, a fight that was, I thought, was going to go my way and totally went the different way was Clay Guida versus Claudio Perez. I had Guida win this. Basically out of the octagon experience. He's had more than 50 fights. This dude is crazy. This dude can bang. This dude can But out of all that, Claudio Perez finished him in round 1. In just 3 minutes. 3 minutes, guys. Clay Guida. Guida is a problem. Guida is a problem in this weight class. But hey, props to Claudio Perez. He had to do what he could do to finish the fight, and that is exactly what he did. Congratulations, Perez. Now we go to the baddest card of the night, man. Jessica Andrade against Amanda Lemos. This was a crazy fight. It ended in just round 1, 3 minutes again, almost the same as the amount of time that Clay Guida took in the octagon. Round 1, 3 minutes 13 seconds, and of course it was via a standing arm triangle. Standing arm triangle. This is a very, very rare thing to see in the octagon. The first time I think I saw this was against John Jones against Machida, and that was the most heartless, ruthless, and notorious thing to ever watch in the octagon. Seeing, the body of Machida just dangling, and Jones just left him to drop like a leaf. That was sad. That was crazy. The second time I'm watching this is Jessica Andrade do it. that was wild. That was wild. Props to Jessica Andrade. That was crazy, guys. Amanda Lemos was, you know, a good contender. Really, exactly where she belongs. Women's strawweight. You know, that's her class. But man, Jessica Andrade just put on a show. I mean, Jessica Andrade has got 23 fights, and she's been there with, she's been a champ, and she's been there with the current champ. She's been there with baddest of the baddest in women's strawweight. So this was nothing new to her. She's been headlining events, you know, for quite a while now. So Amanda Lemos, congratulations for taking on some of the toughest fights in the octagon. But man, you still have a future. Man, you still have a life. Man, you still have a, you know, don't be disappointed with this. Just keep on going. This was one heck of a weekend. Now, for those of you like this quick summary of everything that went on, please make sure that you give this a thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel for more and more news on MMA, as I will be bringing them to you. Remember, this is JM Octagon, and till next video, stay blessed.